Yeah, hello, and thanks for stopping by. This is volume 132 of My Prostate is Trying to Kill Me. That'll be prostate for those of you speaking English. I'm Mark Graves, just a regular guy fighting prostate cancer, and I'm glad to have you along for the ride. It's Friday, so we try to get as much of the cancer crew together as we can. The cool kids showed up. We got Jack and India are both with us, and it is Friday, so remember, everyone deployed, praying for our troops until they all come home. Otherwise, I would have my cancer T-shirt on, like Jack was remembered enough to do there. Nice job. All right, so it's Friday. Been a hell of a week. I didn't put out many videos this week. I don't know what's going on. I'm just behind the eight ball, tired, sleepy, don't have a lot of energy. Yesterday I burned through a bunch of stuff I had to get done. Same thing this morning, just cranking through things. So when we get done here, I got a pillow and a blanket on the couch calling my name. I'm going to be doing some serious napping. It didn't even occur to me until I was just talking to Kelly a little while ago, but I quit caffeine last weekend, which I was only doing 1 cup a day of caffeine, and all the rest of it was decaf. So all of this has been decaf, and so I don't know if that's what's making the difference or what it is, but I'm hoping just to try and bomb it out this weekend. Just sleep as much as I can, see if I can pick it up and try to get back. So just kind of lost my positive attitude this week, and that's what really bugs me. That just drives me crazy. And we've all been quiet this week too. I think everybody's been really busy. Tom's out building fences like a son of a gun.
Yeah.
Brian's on vacation. Took the family on Sacramento. I think they're going to Sacramento to visit other family members. So he's out there with a trailer behind his truck.
Yep.
The Steves, Radio Silence. I know Steve Nelson had posted up that he's looking for a second opinion, I think. I was hoping he was going to be in here this morning so we could get the details on it. But at any rate, we're here on Friday. It's Free Tea Friday, so at some point during the video today, we're going to pick the word of the day. And Indio, you're going to be in charge of that, so think up a word. And what we'll have you do is put it in the comments below. The first person that enters the word, or no, I'm sorry, how we did it, we put them in a hat, which was very easy this last time around because we had one person that did it, so it wasn't real hard. But if you'd like to take a chance on winning the shirt like Jack is wearing there, very stylish, I might add, then we'll take your name out or draw your name out. We'll send you one of the shirts, any size you need, and some of the bracelets too. I am never ever going to get this right. Trying to work backwards in front of the camera.
I know.
It's never going to work for me.
Pain in the butt.
Let me check. I think there's somebody else trying to get in. Nope, just me. Okay, so we were talking a moment ago. Indio, you've got quite a week coming up.
Yeah, man. My son and his wife are coming down from Ohio, along with the grandkids, and I have one down here, and all 3 kids are going to go out to coming down for the week, and I'll be able to take off for the week. Usually, I don't take off for the week for work purposes unless I'm out of town. This time they're coming in. I took off specifically for this week, so I'll be with them. I'll be with the grandkids. They'll wear me out, and that's fine. And then the 3 kids, I tell them, I think the oldest is 40, and then there's 34 and 29. And I tell them, "You're catching up to me." Tell them, Dad, you're 63. You're 64 now. We're not catching up to you. I said, like, yes, you are. The more wiser you'll get. You're catching up. So we're going to have an awesome time. Picnic by the beach. By the way, our beach over here, you're Huntington Beach.
Yes.
We have St. Pete Beach and Terra Verde and Fort DeSoto, which has been voted the #1 beach in the USA.
Really?
So,
Very cool.
yeah, and the water at this time is crystal clear. It's like Hawaii water. I mean, it's just
Nice.
blue.
What's the water temp?
I don't know. I'm not going in the water. The kids are going in the water. I'm hanging out by the picnic table and the grill.
There you go. You guys have a lot more sharks than we do too.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Bull sharks, I guess.
Mhm.
I wonder if that's because the water is colder. Isn't the water colder on the East Coast?
I believe it is.
Gulf Coast water is usually warmer than the Atlantic water. Because remember,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
side of the peninsula.
Right.
Yeah. So
The thing
Cool.
the thing that bothers me about those bull sharks is that they don't know to stop when they get to a river mouth, and they just keep swimming up the river. So you can find them in fresh water, and
Wow.
be up there fishing, and those things will be right there in the river. Like, there's not supposed to be sharks in here. I am a bull shark. What are you going to do?
Yeah. You want to argue? I'm here.
Exactly.
right, that's a good way of saying it.
Yeah.
That's what they call them, bulls.
That'll be awesome having all your kids together and your grandkids. What do you have total for grandkids?
Three. It's three, and we're hoping maybe nothing official. Maybe number 4 will come along.
Nice.
Yeah, they're working on it.
Yeah, I beg and I beg and I beg, and no one's going to volunteer. None of them are like, nope, sorry, 2 is all you get.
Yeah, I've got one, and they want to have another one, and then my youngest daughter and her significant other right now are talking about getting married and having kids too.
Nice.
So we'll see what happens. It's I'm not pushing them by any stretch, but I love the grandkid.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so much better than being a dad. It's not even funny.
Oh yeah. It's you get to shower them with presents all the time.
Yeah.
So nobody cares.
I picked up a. You remember the Atari games? All those.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Well, I've got a unit that's almost like a console, and it sits in a lap, and you can fit 2 people, small people, next to each other, and each has their own controls.
Oh,
and
cool.
I don't know, 200-300 of the Atari games.
Nice.
And the way you set it up is you sit in front of the TV. It's Wi-Fi, and you pick the game you want, and I bought it for them last. I guess it came down Thanksgiving, so I broke it out because I put it away because I don't play with it myself. So I took it out, get it all ready, and played a couple of games to make sure everything was okay. They'll play Pac-Man and all that good stuff. And, or what was that one that's called? Space
Invaders?
I remember as a older teen, I would be in front of that screen for hours with my buddy. We would have pizza and soda, and the girls would bake cake, and they'd be, in the back, and we would playing and just having a great time. So it brings back memory.
Cool.
Now it'll be their turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the bizarre thing is too, we thought we were pretty cool that we had that advanced technology, to be able to play those. Because I liked Space Invaders, I liked Galaga, a couple of Centipede. That one was pretty good. And now you look at these games that they're playing, and you can't even tell they're not real people.
Right.
And they wear the headsets, and they've got the mics. They're talking to each other, and
But guess what? The kids like that better. I said, "What's that? What's that?"
yeah,
Yeah, they've come a long way since Pong.
that's true.
Yeah, that's right.
But we were excited with that when we got it. We thought that was pretty cool.
It was amazing. I played it for hours.
There you go.
Yeah, things have changed quite a bit now. But and the weird part is kids still say they're bored.
Yeah.
How in the world could you be bored?
Yeah.
Well, when I told my mother I was bored, she goes, "Get out of the house."
Yeah, that's what mine did too. Go ride your bike. Go get your motorcycle. Go ride your motorcycle.
Yeah, I left the house and I wasn't bored anymore.
Yeah, I've been playing with my motorcycles all week.
Have you been riding them?
Yeah, I have a Harley Softail. It's a '98, and it's been sitting for about 5 years. I bought it and it needed some work, so I hadn't had a chance to do it. And I sent him over to the guy to fix it. And then I also have a 2008 Shadow 1100 that it's been running on and off, but I had him tune it up. And so when I got it back, I wanted to, do a shakedown ride on the Harley, and I did. I drove it up to Prescott, about 20, 25 miles up and around, went and saw a friend, and then came back. And then I noticed I had a transmission leak.
Oh,
So dropped it off at the guy, and after sitting for 5 years, the transmission gaskets just dried up and needed to be replaced. So they're fixing that, and as soon as we get done here, I'm gonna take the Honda out and go for a ride on it for a little bit and go pick up some stuff for my dad. So,
what kind of Honda?
it's a VT 1100. It's a Shadow.
Oh, the
Shadow
okay.
1100, big V twin. Yeah.
I had a Honda, and it was a crossover. The crossover. I forget the name. But it was about 400 or 500 pounds. But it had a huge. It was one of the largest gas tanks on it, which was like 8.5 gallons.
Holy moly!
Yeah. So I never filled it up completely because you had 6 pounds per gallon.
Yep.
Extra weight, and I'm like, but it was a miser in gas. I love the bike. I sold it. It was great. I regret selling it, but I'm not going to go out and get another one. But one of those things that you loved it when you had it.
Well, I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and I'm tired of putting things off. It's time to do things now.
Enjoy while you can, right?
Exactly. So I'm going out today for a quick ride, see if it's all good to go out on a Sunday ride with a bunch of guys. They go out for a couple-hour ride.
Nice. That's nice. That's fun. Well, how about you, Mark? What about the bike? The e-bike you have?
I've got my little e-bike.
What happened? You zone out on us for a second there, buddy?
Kinda. I've been doing that all week. No, I had way back in the day, I had a God, what was it? Right, remember when the Ninjas came out?
Right.
It was one of the first generation Honda crotch rockets. I'm trying to think. I know it was an 1100, but I'm trying to think of the model number on it. And bought it from a friend down the street, and I was riding back and forth to work in it. And I had bought my first house out in Fontana, so I was driving on the 91 freeway, and big accident in front of me, and I laid it down, and haven't ridden since.
Really?
Yep.
You still have the bike?
I'll ride in the dirt, but I won't ride on the street. It's crazy.
You still have the bike?
Oh no, it was totaled out. This would have been 1987, 88.
Yeah. I had a big Honda KZ 1000 back then, or a Kawasaki KZ 1000, and I love that bike, man. I bought that one brand new in 1980, and I drove it for probably 6 or 7 years before I got married, and wife was like, "You're not riding it. Get rid of it." I was like, "Ah." So yeah, and I'm getting my pontoon looked at this Saturday to see if he can get it running so that we can take the pontoon out this year.
Right.
Hey, just a FYI, you're kind of fading in and out a little bit on your volume.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
It was probably because I was laying it on my leg. Yeah, I said I'm getting the pontoon boat ready so that I can take it out to the river this year. Not this week, this year, this summer.
I'd rather be in a pontoon boat, although I have fun on the bike. But
cruise and hang out.
Hey, give me a fishing pole.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be fun.
That would be fun.
We've got some friends that live in Prescott, out there by you, Jack, and they just went to Laughlin for a little stay. They wanted to have some nice warm weather, and man, they were not happy. They said it was terrible because of so much stuff being closed down for COVID. Not a lot of choices for places to eat, and they said the service sucked. People just had bad attitudes, which is weird because I've always had a good time in Laughlin.
Yeah, my brother goes up there all the time, and he loves it.
Yeah. So yeah, they weren't real thrilled with it.
Huh,
You said
that's weird.
you said Prescott, Arizona.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I live just north of Prescott, Arizona.
Okay. How far is that from Phoenix? Not Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix is
Oh,
about an hour and a half away.
is that the where the harbor or airport is? I forget the
Yeah,
name.
Sky Harbor. Sky Harbor is in Phoenix.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
brother.
I'm about an hour and 45 minutes from Sky Harbor.
Okay, when I go out and visit my brother, I'll give you a shout. He lives about 20 minutes from
Sky Harbor?
from the airport. Actually,
Oh, cool.
he can walk there. It takes him 20 minutes. That's what it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, let me know when you're down there and I'll just come down and have lunch or something.
Yeah, that would be good.
Cool.
And I think I told you, Lee and I, since I'm off next week, Lee agreed to meet with me. We just have to figure out where, you know, I know where he lives, so I figured I'd go up there. This nice breakfast restaurant, it's been there
Cool.
for years, and maybe hang out up there for a bit.
Very cool.
How far apart are you guys out there?
About 30 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
No, not at all. By the way, well, I won't say since he didn't give me permission to, but yeah, so we'll get a chance to hang out next week, and I'll remember to video the meet.
Oh, that'll be cool. Yeah, send it to me. I'll get it posted up.
Yeah,
very cool.
I don't know how, but I'll get it done.
Yeah, we can always put it in Dropbox or something like that, and I can pull it down that way.
Okay, cool.
Very cool.
So, and from what I understand, Brian, those photos or video, he said something about the winds going 50 to 60 miles an hour. Where was that?
He lives north. He's in the valley north of LA. Remember we were joking about the name of his town, that we wouldn't forget it?
Yeah.
I forgot it.
Moore Park.
What is
it? Moore Park? Is it Moore Park?
Moore Park?
Is it?
Oh, you said a different name though, to kind of rib him, and then he said a different name. But
yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up.
So that's where that's not too far from you, isn't it?
He's a ways from me.
Oh, he is. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. He's
I thought you were part of LA proper.
No, I'm south of LA. So you got like LA proper, and then you come down and following along the coast, you have Santa Monica, and you have Long Beach, and then Seal Beach, and Sunset Beach, then Huntington Beach, and then Newport, and it keeps working its way down. So
how far is that from the airport? From the
LAX? I can, if there's no traffic, I can get to LAX in maybe 40 minutes, but there's never not been traffic, so you're usually looking at 2 hours.
Okay, sounds like from here sounds like from St. Pete to Orlando with traffic, it's 2 hours. Otherwise, you can probably do it in an hour and 15.
Yeah, they've been working for years down there, and LAX is like a big U. So you it's one way in, one way out, and then as you're traveling in, if your airport is on the other side or your flight is on the other side, they have little intersecting roads that go across, so you can zip over. But I took some friends to the airport. Gosh, it's been a couple of years ago now, before COVID, and they were flying on one of the internationals, which is all the way at the far end of the U, the bottom of the U, and that's where they were doing all the construction. So literally 2.5 hours, and we knew there was going to be traffic and stuff, so we left early to get them there, and we still didn't get them there until about 15 minutes before that flight was supposed to go off. And I wish I could remember what airline it was. They got them on. They called ahead and said, "Look, we're on. We're here. We're at the airport. We're just trying to get down there." And so they rushed them through. As soon as they got there, there was the mom, the dad, and the little kid, and they got them all on and made their flight.
Wow.
Yeah, I had somebody pick me up, and it took them over an hour to get from where Southwest is all the way around to just past the International. The first, I think it was United we came in on.
Oh,
And I was like, holy crap. Nowadays, there's nobody there now. I mean,
that's right.
yeah, because with COVID, it's all cut back, and there's no, it's just weird. I mean, I don't even know how to say it.
hey,
What?
speak of the devil, and in he comes. There he is.
And it is Moore Park. It is Moore Park, by the way.
Moore
Right?
Park?
It is
Yeah,
Moore
you live in
Park.
Moore
Yeah, I
Park.
just looked it up in the contacts.
Yeah, so did I.
I want to know. I want to know who this guy is.
Doppelganger.
Yeah.
Man, is that your son?
Yeah, right. I think I saw a picture of you that I could ask the same question.
Well, hi, Brian. It's really good to see you.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah, thanks,
Good to
man.
see you, bro.
Up here
you
in
in
Sacramento
Sacramento?
visiting family, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
How was your drive up with the wind and everything?
We waited till the afternoon and the winds died down. It wasn't bad at all. Crossing east to west on the 118 was a little sketchy, but northbound through the Grapevine, it was fine.
Did you rent a
you guys
motorhome?
notice right now, listening to him with the little mic in front of there, it sounds exactly like being on an airplane.
That's
Ladies
right.
and gentlemen, this is a captain speaking. At this time, we're not going to make it. Grab your ankles.
You sound like a pilot.
No.
There's that one comedian that says, this is your captain speaking. If you all look out to the right, F you, sliding stuff in there. Oh, we
Yeah.
lost Jack.
Yeah. So anyway, Jack asked if I had rented a motorhome. We rented a trailer. I towed it behind my truck, and it was really cool to see how it did.
Yeah, it's wise that you didn't drive in that wind.
Oh, it was pretty bad, and we pulled over at one point, just waited a little while for it to die down.
What size trailer did you rent?
It's a 28-foot travel trailer hooked up to my hitch.
And how did it tow?
Did great. It did a really nice job. I held the cruise control going 60 miles an hour up the Grapevine the whole way, so I was surprised. It did surprisingly well.
Nice.
What's the weight in comparison to the one that you were looking at, the fifth wheel?
Yeah, the fifth wheel weighs about max gross was 10,000 pounds. The max gross on this travel trailer is about 7,800 pounds.
Yeah, but you would have had that fifth wheel would have carried it in the bed of the truck.
It would have towed a lot nicer. That every time a semi passed me, we get that little jiggle,
Right.
and
Yeah.
the fifth wheel, you don't get that.
Right. So do you feel comfortable with that size of fifth wheel towing behind your truck?
I don't know. I'm exceeding the max gross weight of the truck, but the truck did just fine. I'm just not sure yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold off, man. You're not sure.
When in doubt, don't.
Yeah.
And then we also found out my daughter may be going to Cal Lutheran instead of UC Santa Barbara for her graduate school, and that may be pretty expensive. So we decided, well, we better just wait on this a little bit.
Or just tell her, get a job. I'm buying a fifth wheel.
There's that. The other thing is, I don't know, if I when I go get radiation, which seems inevitable, I may have a couple months without pay. I don't have enough sick leave to go through all that. So I think adding another payment right now would be not a good idea.
Yeah, good thought process. Yeah.
I hate to live
especially-
for that, but
Yeah, but especially when you can rent them.
exactly. This may be the way to go. Just rent when we want to go.
Yeah.
That
So,
got me thinking when I saw the pictures of the wind and everything. I thought, I wonder how bad that is, and I thought, well, I wonder what it costs to rent one of those. So I got online and started looking. Really affordable. I mean, cheaper than what it would cost us to rent. I mean, a room for the night. You're looking at a hotel room and all that kind of stuff. So Kelly and I were jabberjawing about it. Maybe going to the Grand Canyon that way, or heading Northern California, maybe go up to Bears or something like that.
Yeah. Did you look at RVshare.com?
It might have been.
Yeah,
I just
gotta
typed
look
in RV rentals near me, and I didn't pay any attention. But
RVshare.com is
people.
Yeah. And then once you hook up with someone you like, and I'm not saying I would do this because probably not supposed to, but now you got their number.
Right.
You can take the middleman out.
Yeah, exactly.
So they charge you a fee.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Airbnb for trailers, huh?
Yeah, except like once you hook up with them and you got their number, they can make more money and you can pay less
Yeah.
by cutting the middleman out.
Yeah.
You know, it was amazing too, because the one of the ones I was looking at, it had the push outs on the side. So
Yeah,
big leather recliners, a big screen TV, a fireplace.
that's camping.
Real nice kitchen. I'm thinking, man, that's the only way to go. I could never take that the places I go camping. You know, it wouldn't work, but it'd be great if you were going somewhere that had a, you know, even in Mission Bay for the weekend, you know, go down to San Diego and hang around down there. Plus, I can disconnect the Tundra from the trailer, and if we want to go drive out to dinner, you know, go somewhere.
You got your vehicle, yeah.
Yeah,
And,
I don't have to pull it with me.
and put Death Valley on the list too, because if you have the Tundra, you can unhook, keep camp, but then you can go out to some places that people without 4-wheel drive can't go see. Or do you have 4-wheel drive?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
No, that'll be funny. I'm anxious to. I was having lunch with my parents yesterday, and I was talking to them, and so on my bucket list. And this is something I haven't talked about on the videos yet, but I'm 61 years old, and I'm afraid of the dark. And I always have been. I'm one of those people. I have an overactive imagination, so I see things where other people don't. I see, you know, something in the corner becomes nefarious and scary, but it's like, you know, it's just an air compressor or something. So I've never spent a night in the desert by myself. So that's on my bucket list of things to do. I'm going to try and pull it off in the next 3 weeks.
I would rather do it with somebody, and we all need to be armed.
Yeah.
Well, I'm always armed no matter what.
Yeah.
But, you know,
He's always got Big Brother with him. He ain't worried about that.
yeah, and it's but it's so weird because I have friends that, you know, they go out camping and they by themselves, you know, for a week. They're out in the desert.
I'd be afraid, a little bit afraid of that.
Yeah, and it doesn't bother them. And I'm a city boy as far as that stuff goes. You know, I'm not used to that, so I want to go out there by myself. But I'm not. I'm kind of stacking the deck in my favor because I'm looking at the weather report. So I'm going to go when it's not too hot, not too cold, not too windy, and I got a full moon. So it's almost like daylight out there anyway.
Yeah.
And a full clip.
Yeah, just the idea of being out there, you know, alone, just to be able to. I mean, it's not going to cure my phobias of you know, not being able to see, but you know, it'll still be fun to do.
You'd be surprised how your eyes can adjust to the dark when there's no other.
Oh yeah, it's
And
we'll be out
my
there
youngest-
the stars, and then you look at the campfire, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh man, you know, because they dilate, and you're stuck for the next 10 minutes.
My daughter and her, my youngest daughter and her boyfriend bought it's a camper thing that fits on top of their Prius, and it folds out into a tent.
Yeah, I heard about
That's what I have.
And they go all over the place with that thing. They go out and find the BLM land, you know, that you can free camp on, and just hang out for 3 or 4 days.
We might go do that Monday or Sunday night. If I can get rid of this trip I got to do Monday, then we might go Sunday night into BLM land off the Grapevine. I forget what it's called.
Right.
Free is good. Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, it'll be
Yeah.
great.
Cool.
Because that's what I have on top of my truck.
Oh, nice.
Well, currently it's sitting in my backyard. I have to have a couple guys help me put it up there.
Right.
But you know, because I've camped on the ground, I've slept in the back of my truck, and then I got this rooftop tent. I love it. Absolutely.
Oh, I saw a photo of that. You showed a photo of that one in the
Yeah,
video.
I got to climb up a ladder to get in there.
Right.
You know, but boy, that's good sleeping up there. You know, it's nice being off the ground, especially after you take a UV flashlight and walk around your campsite and find out that scorpions glow purple in the dark. So you're looking
Wow.
around.
We have a UV flashlight for hotel rooms. Don't ever do that.
No,
Yeah.
don't ever do that. Ever. You'll be packing up and heading home so fast.
Yeah.
It's
you don't
tough.
wanna do
All right.
That's funny.
So the threads this week don't seem like they've gotten a whole lot more cheerful.
No, it's been horrible.
Yeah, and I don't know what's going on, man, but that's like 3 weeks in a row now where and what we're talking about is a page on Facebook that's for support for prostate cancer. And I have to tell you, there's one on there that I looked at and I'm just like, oh my God, because all these guys get on here and they tell us the same thing. They'll tell us what their diagnosis was, who they're seeing, what was their PSA, what was their biopsy report, their Gleason score, all that kind of stuff. What's the scheduled, or they're not scheduled yet for any kind of treatment. Some guy posted up yesterday, I think it was, or day before yesterday, and he's not even diagnosed yet. He's a maybe.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I thought, oh my God, I just wanted to say, brother, don't push this. Don't just until they tell you have it, let it go.
Don't borrow trouble.
Exactly.
Yeah, he was freaking out about it. I saw that.
Oh, it's just crazy. But yeah, it does make it tough, to read all of those. And it's like, I'm looking for more happy stories. I mean, there's been a bunch of guys that, they're 3-4 years, I'm low, my PSA is down, that kind of stuff. But there doesn't seem to be, like there was early in the year, there were some great stories in there. Guys are like, yes, I did radiation, I did chemo, all this crap I had to go through and made it through. So I don't know, maybe we're just in a lull right now because of the time of year or something. I have no idea.
Well, I find that generally people will tend to tell you the sad side of the story.
Yeah, instead of the good.
I think they go for they need attention, or they need they need someone more.
Well, that's why whenever somebody has an issue that they're talking about, because mine's pretty bad, and so far the results are really great. I just post in there, hey, if you want a little hope, here's my story.
And I think that's
great.
inspirational. It really is.
Like, oh my God, thank you so much. Because they don't have a clue about, is this possible? It's the same thing when I go to an AA meeting and I say I've got 37 years. You get the guy with 6 months that walks up and looks at you and goes, "Thank you for coming in, because I never thought this was possible."
Yeah, I
because
think
it's crazy.
Yeah, that's huge that you do that, because I know that, I'm reiterating what you just said. If you don't know if your situation is recoverable, and you hear of someone in your situation like you and how well it's going, that's exactly what people need to hear.
Well, yeah, I mean, I even have that same thing, that I'm looking at. Okay, well, it's going really great right now, but I don't see many guys that are more than 2 or 3 years. And then I got that one guy that said, yeah, I'm on bicalutamide. I've been on it for 12 years. My PSA levels are still 0. And I'm like, oh my God, that's
huge.
Okay, now I'm looking at 15 years down the road. Holy crap, that's huge, because you don't know. We still don't know, cancer sucks. It just could rear up at any time, but we live with it every day and just move on. So.
Well, that gets me thinking about Ski's story. Did you see his video?
Oh my God, his testimony was amazing.
Amazing.
I've been afraid I can't pull the trigger on watching it. I want to, and I haven't watched it yet.
You know what? Take it in pieces. I did it in pieces over a weekend. And it's a little easier to do that way. You'll need Kleenex either way, but
here's why I can't yet, because the other day when we were driving up here yesterday, the song, American Pie, the day the music died,
right?
It made me cry. That song comes on, I lose it.
Yeah,
I can't imagine watching that.
One of my all-time favorites until, well, it still is. And then I listened to the words again and again. What was he trying to say? And then I did see a video of him talking about putting that together, and basically it's kind of a hodgepodge of things.
Well, it's basically about the Big Bopper and all of them that were killed in the airplane wreck, right?
Yeah, it's about an airplane crash. The day Buddy Holly.
Buddy Holly, Big Bopper, and all of them the day they died, and that was up.
Richie Valens.
Yeah,
the other one.
Yeah,
he put all that together. I was like, okay, well, at least
it's very cool.
And Brian, you're not on ADT yet, right?
Not yet. No.
Wow.
And but I do have low testosterone. Clearly, I need some more.
Dude, you're gonna be a basket case. I just
thanks a lot, buddy.
I'm having a major hot flash. I was just sitting on the couch last night with Kelly, and no specifics, but we both have some health issues with family members going on that's weighing very heavily on both of us. So we've been, supporting each other, and we were talking about it last night, and we both, but we'll sit there and watch something on TV. And it used to be like, I'd do that thing where I kind of put my head farther back so she can't see me, we're sitting next to each other on the couch. And I'd be like,
yeah, but then you start sniffing.
I go up and do this, try to get the tear off, and then, kind of do one of these. And now I'm just like, grabbing it. Why fight it? It's going to happen.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've always been one that cries at movies and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, it is what it is. You don't like it. Oh, well.
So I want to watch Ski's video. I really do. I just haven't been in the right place yet.
Yeah.
Listen,
It's very good.
It's inspirational.
Yeah,
he just texted me too about 10 minutes ago, and said, unfortunately he couldn't join us today, but he's looking forward to watching the video. So, hey, Ski.
Hey, Ski.
Hey, Steve. Awesome message.
Great testimony.
I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Yeah, do that.
And then you guys saw the picture of Steve's little kitchen repair.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Got that thing torn apart.
Wow.
Wow, man, this one is.
Yeah, I just
Don't you
bought.
have that little fan? Don't you have that little fan with the trigger, a portable one in front of
Believe
you?
it or not, I have a fan pointed at me right now.
It's not working?
Not when those things hit.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
they're crazy, and I
Brian,
don't know what it is.
You look forward to that, Brian?
Yeah, I'm still on Lupron. I got to go March
Oh, goodness.
16th for my next injection, and I have a feeling that's probably going to be, what is it called?
Eligard. Eligard, yeah.
Eligard. I think, because this last time I thought I was going to get Eligard, and I got Lupron again.
Yeah.
So I'll have to see what happens. But
Well, I got Eligard my last one, and I did notice a few more hot flashes, but they weren't any worse than they were before. I mean, as in grading, it's just I have a hot flash, and it's done. Like I'll have to throw the covers off 2 or 3 times a night, and then I start freezing and pull them back over and that type of thing. So, yeah, it wasn't much. And now it's been 3 weeks since I had mine, so it's pretty much everything's the same at this point. So
yeah, I wish mine was. Like I said, I don't know what's making the difference, but they're worse, way worse than they were 3 weeks ago. So
it's crazy. I did notice that it was really weird because at the end of my last 4 months, before I got my 6-month shot, I noticed that like the last 2 or 3 weeks, I was having hot flashes more often. And I was like, why would I be having them more often when it's running out, So it's just weird. It was just odd. So
it is strange.
Special.
Not looking forward to
Are
that.
you on ADT at all?
who?
Indio?
No, I'm not on anything.
Okay.
I had the radiation. That was it. I'll see my doctor. Not my primary.
When's your PSA? You got to do that, don't you?
Yeah, I did that. That's how it all started. Yeah, and I don't remember the PSA. Do you remember, March?
No, I mean after the radiation.
Well, that's just it. I have to wait 3 months.
Okay.
So
Well,
my next visit post radiation is will be the end of March. So it'll be 3 months, and then I'll go and get to see what my progress is.
That's weird. You guys, all of you guys have had your doctors tell you that, well, like Mark, remember your doctor said after your radiation, you have to wait a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
My doctor, I have had since the day I was diagnosed, I had my PSA levels taken every 2 weeks
Wow.
till this last visit. And now I'm on once a month because they've been undetectable since September, but every 2 weeks.
The difference being though that mine was confined to the prostate, yours was all over the place.
Right. Exactly. Well, maybe that's the difference, but
Well, when you went in, but when you had your radiation, where was the focal point?
on the prostate.
You see, but it affected whatever else you had.
Well, at first we thought it might, because the first two things that they verified was I had metastasis in my sacrum and the left lymph node in my just on the left pelvis area, and they were hitting that too with the other, basically getting residual. But then the doctor says we've almost verified that I had metastasis in my brain and on my lungs, but it's doing its thing, and it's keeping it all at bay, because the lesion I had on my brain had completely dissolved. I mean, the radiologist thought I had surgery. It was gone. That was how much it was gone. And then the lung, when I had the scan, it said that they had all decreased, and most of them had disappeared, and no new lesions. So that's a positive.
That's okay. Cool.
Yeah. So
to answer your question, no, nothing by way of any prescription drugs or anything like that. I'm hoping to God that I will never need it. That this was enough. But we'll know in a month.
Good. We'll be praying for that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Definitely. Hey,
last thing I want is hot flashes.
Yeah.
Trust me, man, they are not fun.
No.
And I'll tell you what, the first couple of times it happens to you, you don't realize what's going on. And you're just like, why in the world do I feel like the fourth guy from the Fantastic Four? It's like, lay him on. Oh, it's crazy.
Where'd that come from?
Yeah, exactly. Like, hey, anybody got any hot dogs you want to cook? You lay them on my forehead. So, Indio, you got a word for me for the Free Tea Friday?
Yeah, man. It's obvious.
Donut.
Donut.
Yeah, that's it, brother.
Okay, we're gonna write down donut. Okay, and how that's gonna work, guys, is if you want to get a cancer shirt like the one Jack's wearing down there, then
Come on, Jack, put it on, brother.
There you go.
Woo-hoo,
Donut in the
looking
comments, and if we get more than one person this time, we'll put your name in a hat and draw it out, and then we'll send you the T-shirt and some of the cancer armbands. And I forgot to tell you guys too, the person that won, Paul Byer, was the guy that won, contacted me on Facebook because he was on his phone and he couldn't figure out how to leave a comment. And so I had to look it up and figure out how to leave a comment. And I put it in one of the videos. You have to scroll all the way down to the bottom, and then you'll find where the comments are at to be able to put it in. But as it turns out, I know Paul Byer. He was Officer Paul to me when I was doing the morning show at Kick FM at 94.3. He was an Anaheim PD officer. And so he would swing by to Taco Boy and pick up tacos and bring them into the studio. And then he'd come by the studio in his uniform and we'd chat and put him on the air and that kind of stuff. So,
cool.
He lives in Missouri now. And so he just had surgery, gosh, I want to say less than 2 weeks ago. And
oh, wow.
So he's on the mend right now, and his lovely wife Terry is taking care of him. And so I'll have him on at some point. He's not ready to YouTube himself yet, but
I wouldn't have been then either.
Yeah, I want to say he's, gosh, maybe a little younger than me. So if I had to guess, I'd say around 55, somewhere around there. But yeah, it's just crazy how many people have prostate cancer. Once you start talking to your friends, like, oh yeah, I've got it. My next door neighbor, Bill, right over here. I think he's 80 something, and they just hit him with radiation. And I think he just doesn't care. It's just kind of like, why, he I guess the way he looks at it is like, I don't have that long anyway, so why screw up my quality of life? Because I may only be here another 10 years or whatever.
I was talking to an FAA doctor who gives FAA physicals to pilots, and he's in his mid 70s, and he has prostate cancer, and he's about to get a prostatectomy at his age still, and he's worried about ED. All I'm thinking is, right on, brother.
Yeah.
If you're 70s, in your mid 70s, you're still doing that. That's awesome.
That is,
Well,
that is good.
I think that if I was, well, I even think that right now, if it was an option, I might even just consider radiation, especially after seeing that one doctor that I posted on our group, that somebody posted on the prostate cancer group, explaining that, you know, radiation is so much better today than it was 15 years ago when you had to have surgery. And I see all these guys that are, you know, and like Gleason score 6s and stuff, and they're going in, the doctors are recommending surgery. And I'm like, why are you doing that right now? I mean, it seems a little overkill to me. I mean, I understand.
I think it's a philosophical thing. A lot of people, and that was me, I just get it out. Just get it out.
Right. Yeah.
Because you fear it, you know, spreading, getting worse.
Well, that's what my daughter said the same thing, even though I was metastasizing, it really wasn't an option. They were like, wouldn't it be better just to get it out of there so that it can't? And I said, well, no, it's really not, you know, it doesn't really do anything. And the side effects from that can be so much worse.
Yeah.
It's better to do the radiation, especially in my case, you know, because it's metastasized. You're not going to get rid of the cancer by removing it.
Right.
So,
if I'd have known that 30% of the people who have their prostate removed have a recurrence, I might have changed my mind on that. But I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Right.
And here I am.
And that's one of the things I'm hoping that this channel will do, is because you guys have been through that. Like you say, if you had known, you know, so there's another tidbit that other people, hopefully, that, you know, watching this video didn't know, and maybe it'll help them make a decision, or help them to, you know, duck go it and find out what else is, you know, available out there, what more they need to know.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, because I don't think doctors give you 100% of the information. I mean, I've got a really great doctor, and, you know, I asked him point blank about surgery, and he said, well, with metastasis, there's no benefit to surgery. Not that we couldn't do it. He just said there's no benefit. And then he explained to me, you know, up one side and down the other, look, here's what happens if you have surgery and you still have cancer. You know, it's just, what are the benefits of removing it if you can't just get everything out and possibly be rid of it completely? He says there aren't any, you know. So it made sense to me. But I see these guys in there with stage 4 cancer in the group, and they're getting surgery and having it removed, and I'm thinking, are your doctors just not being honest with you, or is my doctor a flake? You know, it's like,
they don't tell you everything. And my doctor didn't tell me I'd lose 1.5 inches to 2 inches. And I woke up like, what the heck? And I asked him later, you know, he says, yeah, you're not going to be doing any videos anytime. And I said, does that come back? He goes, you're not going to be doing any videos anytime soon.
yeah.
But more importantly, I says, why didn't you tell me about that beforehand? He goes, because I didn't want you changing your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, and that's bullshit as far as I'm concerned. You need to go in completely informed, and that decision has to be what works best for you. And I think doctors like that. I mean, that to me, that's borderline malpractice. Not giving all of the information that you need to know.
I know, losing 2 inches, that's like 10%. That's horrible.
I was thinking that maybe you have to tie a string around it just to find it now.
No, that's me.
I have to start peeing to find it.
Yeah. If it's cold, I just change my name.
Exactly. Well, I'll say congratulations to Paul on getting the T-shirt.
Very cool.
Yeah, he's a good guy. So, all right, guys. Well, listen, we're at about 50 minutes here, so let's wrap it up for today. I'm seriously going to take a nap. I apologize for not being laser focused today, but man, I'm just out of it.
You're fine. No worries.
Yep. So I'm going to, and I think actually, I've been watching some videos. I think I'm going to go vegan for a week. There's a 7-day vegan challenge, and supposedly, you know, detox your body, get everything cleaned out. I think that might be what I need right now.
I won't send you a picture of the brisket I'm going to smoke this weekend.
No worries. I couldn't lick my computer screen. Yeah, what's that, Jack?
Are they back home yet? Mark?
You're cutting in and out, buddy.
Oh, I said, is Kelly still home or back home yet?
Yeah, she is back home. Her mom's surgery got postponed, so she came home Sunday of last weekend.
Cool.
Yeah. So it's been nice having her around.
Cool.
But
Very cool.
Yeah. And then got on the scale today and didn't, I mean, exactly what it was last Friday. Didn't gain, didn't lose.
Same here.
Yeah.
No, I forgot. I'll do it tomorrow morning and let you guys know.
I gained 1 pound, and that's because for 48 hours I wasn't able to move my balls, and I don't know why.
Move your what?
Uh-oh.
I thought you said balls. I just got it.
Bowels.
but this afternoon, finally relief. So I'm good.
That's
Back
good to hear.
normal. Mhm.
I just had this picture of Indio putting Gorilla Glue on that sack. I can't move my balls.
Oh goodness. And on that note,
Yeah. Oh. Say
Well,
good
if
night,
you guys,
Mike.
I don't know why you would, but if you guys want to follow along with this journey, then just click on the subscribe button below. Give us a thumbs up. Oh, I can't do that. Give us a thumbs up. Ring the, you know how it works. Ring the bell. So thank you very much for all the prayers, all the positive thoughts, the positive vibes, the aloha, the shaka, the good juju, all that stuff. We appreciate it. And let's see. Free tea Friday in the comments below. If you'd like to win a t-shirt, then just put the word donut in there. And Sunday at noon will be the cutoff time. We'll write down all the names and pull them out, and hopefully it's you. Thank you, gentlemen.
all right, man, go rest, man. Go rest.
I'm ready for it, man. I'm looped. I might even have a cocktail tonight. I'll tell you.
There you go. All right.
Enjoy.
All right.